Hey guys, I'm Kate Liberty. This is my fourth speech, and I did it on hunting. Whether people think it's recreational or it's just killing animals for fun. My main point is to inform that hunting is okay, and more people do it for food rather than just to kill animals. A lot of families, especially in places like Maine, find alternative ways to receive food, such as raising meat animals, chickens, cows, pigs, and also hunting and fishing. I'm an avid hunter. I've hunted since I was 10 years old with my dad and my uncle and my cousins. Me and my sister are the only female hunters in our family, but just about every male in my family hunts. Always have, always will, one of those type of things. I want you guys to imagine for a second, you're sitting in the woods, and there's this huge wide open field in front of you. You've been sitting there for like 3 hours, alright? The wind's blowing, it's cold, you gotta be still, you gotta be quiet. It stinks, but you get used to it. And you're sitting there and you're sitting there and you start to doze off. Something alerts you back up, whether it's your gut instinct, whether it's you heard a noise, I don't know what it was. Something jerks you back up. And you look, and in the field in front of you there are 3 deer. A mom and 2 smaller deer. Alright? You're nervous, obviously. You get buck fever. Even though there's not a buck, you still get buck fever when a deer comes out in front of you. You draw your gun up, shoot. Nothing happens. One animal jumps, 2 of the other ones disappear. You're like, alright, whatever. Draw your gun up again, shoot again. Takes another jump. Alright, 3rd time's a charm. Draw it up, bang. That's my 2nd deer. The greatest story I have to tell. Me and my sister both shot deer, same place, same time, not even 5 minutes apart. Greatest experience ever that I've done hunting wise. Hunting is not just people killing animals. Like I said before, my family, when we go out to hunt, we, number 1, follow the laws, obviously. If you get caught, it's not a good thing. But also, number 2, we kill for food. To put meat on the table that we've killed, although it takes time, and it takes a lot, you gut it, you clean it, whatever. If you even are lucky enough to kill a deer, it's a lot cheaper, and it's a lot better than buying processed meat that you get from stores. So hunting in Maine, the main animals that people hunt are deer, moose, turkey, bear, rabbit, ducks, anything like that, squirrels, whatever. Some statistics for you. 12.5 million people 16 years or older enjoy hunting a variety of animals within the United States. They hunted 220 million days and took 185 million trips. And the cost of those have totaled over $20 billion. An estimated 10.7 million hunters pursued big game such as deer, elk, moose on 164 million days. There were 4.8 million hunters of small game animals such as squirrels and rabbits. They hunted small game on 52 million days and spent around $2.4 billion on small game hunting trips and equipment. 2.3 million people hunted birds, like migratory birds, doves, waterfowl, stuff like that. And 1.1 million hunted other animals such as woodchucks, raccoons, those type of animals. It's estimated that there are approximately 148,000 hunters, and on average, so far people have hunted over 2 million days. The average person hunts about 18 days, depending on what you're hunting and what season, all that type of stuff. And there are 2 different kinds of hunting that most people consider. One is trophy hunting, and one is food hunting. When you're trophy hunting, you're going for the big deer with the big racks, the ones you hang on the wall. The thing with trophy hunting, although it's nice to have a nice rack and something to look at, the meat's not all that good. So a majority of the time you don't get nearly as much as you would if you'd shot a small deer, one that wasn't as old in years, one that wasn't as rigor intense. And then there's food hunting, which is obviously you shoot the animal for food purposes and you feed your family. My family, we eat the liver. We find people that eat everything if we don't. I mean, we eat all the meat, we eat the liver, we eat all that type of stuff. When it comes down to like heart and stuff, if we don't eat it, we find someone that does. We don't just throw it away. Although there are some people out there who hunt solely for the enjoyment of killing animals, which is not the case for a lot of hunters. I know personally I enjoy being out in the woods, and when I kill an animal, it's not because I wanted to watch it suffer or die, but, or whatever people might think, it's to put food on the table. And also, hunting teaches you a lot of life lessons. I mean, you're out in the woods, which is fun anyway, learning about trees and tracking animals and droppings, all that type of stuff. So besides learning your environment and the things that surround you, you're also quality time with family. Like me and my dad have so many good hunting memories, that we still laugh about. So many close shots, or so many, we just missed that. We just got there right after the deer crossed, or we sat 2 feet further left than we should have when that turkey crossed. We have all these great things and all these great inside jokes and all these great memories already. And I mean, I'm only 19, and to have 9 years of hunting memories with me and my dad and my Uncle Bob and my cousin Seth, and my Uncle Earl, there's nothing better than it, especially living in a place like Maine where hunting is such a big, part of our culture. I definitely think people need to take into consideration that not all people are bad people and want to kill animals just for the heck of killing them. And I think that hunting is okay, and people need to broaden their views when they look at topics that are controversial, such as hunting. I know in places where there's so many animals that they get killed by cars, and then the animals just laying on the side of the road, and all that meat's going to waste. And although animals do eat your gardens, and they do eat your flowers, and they do eat whatever, and they do cause damage to trees, whatever, if we didn't hunt, the animal population would be out of control. Imagine how many deer we'd have just running around if we didn't have people who hunted. So all in all, conclusion, I think that there are people who do hunt just for the sole reason for killing things, but I don't think that's the situation for most of us. I think a lot of us do it to put food on the table, good experiences, some outdoor time. All in all, just to enjoy hunting and living in Maine the way life should be.